Welcome to Nacho Fitness Coach,
the podcast where we focus on what actually matters
and let go of everything that doesn't.
We talk workouts, food, mindset, and health
without turning fitness into your full-time job.
Because you have a life outside of the gym.
And your body deserves better than extremes.
I'm Caleigh.
I'm Sara.
Alan's already laughing.
And this is Nacho Fitness Coach. So Caleigh, what do you like to listen to when you work out?
I don't know. Sometimes a podcast and sometimes music.
Hey, wait. This is a podcast. What if you could have both?
At the same time?
Oh, yeah. Podbeat is a free mobile app that lets you add any beat style to any podcast for your workout. It's easy to do and free to download in the App Store. Caleigh, you sound pretty cool with the trap beat, but Sara, the funk beat works for your voice.
So if you want to make our podcast work for a workout, check it out in the App Store.
They even have Podbeat for Android users in the Google Play Store. Okay, on to the show. So Sara.
Caleigh.
Something terrible happened today.
Today?
Yeah.
What happened?
So for the last year, I've been following this bald eagle pair. They're quite famous.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, yes. We've talked about them before.
Do you know what happened today?
Well, no. I mean, because we pulled up the cameras and you were watching the cameras.
So last year they laid 3 eggs.
Right.
Like all 3 hatched, and there was a really bad snowstorm, and unfortunately we lost Misty.
Okay.
One of the eaglets.
Okay.
But Sunny and Gizmo both grew up, fledged.
Okay.
Super fun to watch. And it was only like, they lay their eggs in like January, incubate them until they hatch in like, I think they hatched in like March.
Okay.
So that was fun.
Which is a long time because it's the dad that sits on the eggs,
No, it's
right?
both of them.
It's both. Okay,
but, I mean,
they
mate. They not mate for life. Like she used to have another partner.
That's right. I remember.
But Shadow came in. And things are fine now. So that was like the first year I like watched it, and I would pull up the YouTube live and watch it
because there's a camera on the nest.
Yeah,
this is a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. And then I follow the Facebook group. People are invested in this.
So there's a Facebook group that does it give you like timestamps on like when certain things happen?
Oh yeah, they have. That's
Okay.
a separate thing.
Oh.
They have like a Google Doc or whatever, or like a
Okay.
like it's like a Jackie in the nest, Shadow in the nest.
Do all kinds of people contribute then to the Google Doc?
No,
or is there
it's like
an owner?
Friends of Big Bear Valley.
Okay.
They're in Big Bear, like the San Bernardino Valley in California.
Okay.
But people can comment on the Facebook, but people get so like people like really project their human feelings onto these
birds,
wild animals.
They have no idea that they're
have
actually
no idea
there.
That they're famous.
Can you
imagine?
Just living life.
I have no idea.
That'd be kind of an interesting thing one day.
So it's January. So we've been getting ready for egg laying time.
Sure.
They've been getting the nest ready.
Didn't they have problems with the eggs before? Like, was this their first batch of eggs?
No. They've had a whole, I've read their whole history.
They've had other litters. What do they call them? They're not a litter, right? Are they? There's got to be a name for them.
Well, I mean, a clutch of eggs is a clutch.
So are they clutchlets? If they were born in the same clutch? Eaglets.
They're eaglets.
Okay.
I don't know what the what the group.
Right. The
family unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
eagles.
Something. They've had more than one batch.
There you go.
Of eagles.
They have successfully fledged multiple eaglets.
Batches.
So it's January. It was egg laying time.
Okay.
In this past week, Jackie laid 2 eggs. And then yesterday I had seen rumblings. We were busy recording the stuff, but I had seen rumblings on the Facebook group that Jackie and Shadow had left the nest for an extended period of time, which is unusual.
Okay.
But you got to trust the eagles.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's like
the natural instincts of the wild animals.
An intruder, they might, whatever. Well, then this morning I woke up to the news that a raven had come to the nest.
Ooh.
But I think they think that one of the eggs was already cracked. And so they think that they knew that the parents knew that the eggs weren't viable for whatever reason. And so they left the nest on purpose.
For the ravens to come clean it out?
Allowed the ravens to come. And it's still early enough in the season that they could lay another clutch of eggs. So, but that's very sad. And the thought that like they wouldn't maybe have eaglets this year is sad. Because that was really fun.
What would you do for the whole next year?
What would I do?
Right, exactly.
Why aren't they thinking about me and what I want?
These wild animals.
So that's sad.
Unbelievable.
That's my 5 minute. That's my just the tip. That's what's going on in my life.
The eagle life. I mean, there is a tree up by the Platte River that looks.
Oh, there's lots of bald eagle nests around here.
We've got bald eagle nests around here that I feel.
Do you remember that one time? I think we were all meeting to have dinner or whatever. You, me, and Alan. I don't know. It was on the group chat, but I was driving up to Central City, so driving up Highway 14, and I was like, I texted you guys. I was like, oh my god, I just saw an actual like bald eagle, and I'm like, I've never seen one like in the wild before, and Alan's like, that's weird because I've never seen one not in the wild. He's like, where are you seeing them?
The things that make you go.
Well, but we have that science museum here in the town that we live in, and they have an eagle.
Do they still have one?
Well, they had one. He died. They got another one.
Right. Oh, yeah. Is that one still alive?
Yeah,
I haven't
he's still
actually
alive.
heard. Yes.
Yeah, he's alive.
Because the first one couldn't.
Well, you can't keep a bald eagle unless it's been deemed like they were injured.
Right. It was injured. Yeah.
It's illegal.
And then it got like a bad cold or something.
Yeah.
And apparently they don't show signs of like illness until like it's too late. So they didn't get care for it soon enough. And so.
But they use it for education.
Yes.
I mean, but I'm sure it's a whole thing to keep a bald
there was like
eagle.
a certification. I feel like there was all these like classes, or there had to be like, but yes, they are big, beautiful birds.
They really are.
There's no doubt about that. Well, that's sad for
that is sad. I hope
Shadow and
Jackie.
Oh, Jackie.
I hope she can lay some more eggs.
Okay.
I have something to do.
Do Gizmo and what was it? Sunny. Do they ever come back to the nest?
Well, it's actually been kind of
eagle
interesting
behavior,
because once they fledge, they don't band these birds anymore because it's just not necessary. The population has gone up enough that they don't need to band them anymore.
Okay.
So they don't. And so once they fledged and had disappeared for a while, there's no way to tell. Like when a juvenile is back in the area or caught on camera, there's no way to know if it's them.
They don't look a certain way.
They change so much.
You can't tell that
they change because if they fly off for a week, I mean, they shed their feathers and they change and grow. So there's no way of knowing, but there have been 2 juvenile, like, and they can tell what year they were born.
Okay.
So there has been 2 like 2025 juveniles that have come back to the nest, and people like to think, but there's no way to know.
Would a eagle that's not born in that nest return to a stranger's nest?
They could, yeah.
Oh, they would.
Yeah.
Okay. They just all of a sudden discover it, and they're like, I'm going to make this my home now.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
so
fun.
A family of eagles. Convocation.
Oh, how'd you do that?
Gave it a good. Dude.
You did?
Oh, I was like, did you just come out with like a random trivia fact that you just happen to know? What did you call it?
Convocation.
A convocation is a family, commonly a family of eagles.
Do you know what a group of?
But then what is a group of eagle families? Like, do they have like the different batches? Are they all the Sunny and Shadow family, or Jackie and Shadow family? Like all these different batches of eaglets in the convocation, or is that just
no? They don't live in group. Like eagle families don't live in groups.
Right? Okay, so just that.
We have at my property. There's probably 4 or 5 of them.
Like a flock.
They're friends.
I'm gonna have to fact check that.
We're gonna have to see. Well, they think that his place is home for sure. So they have a happy life living there by the water and up in the trees. And
all right, that's all. I just wanted to share that.
Oh,
we can move on from that.
Okay, we're moving on. All right, here we go.
I brought an episode today.
Yeah, she did.
I thought this would be fun.
Well, we'll see.
I just wanted to give you a chance to get, you like to get on your soapbox.
I do. I have opinions
from time to time.
Occasionally.
Okay. So I thought it would be fun to just do kind of a Soapbox Sara episode.
Okay.
Where I just kind of throw out a morsel, a tidbit, if you will.
A little nugget.
Just a little topic. And I'm just going to let you go.
Okay.
You get 3 minutes.
Okay, that's it. That's not very long. I can ramble for a lot longer than that. Okay.
So
I have not seen these questions either, by the way.
So this is going to be on the fly, which I feel like I could not do this.
We should do that episode too, just to give you the fly by the seat of your pants.
No, thank you.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So number 1.
And then you're going to start your timer.
I'm going to start my timer. You got 3 minutes. And I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm not going to chime in. I'm just going to let you go.
Okay.
I just feel like you need this.
Okay.
All right. Number 1. Why do people think light weights are safer or better for women?
Oh my God. I don't know why people still think that. I thought we were over that by now, but it's still a freaking thing. I think people that still believe that don't know what they're talking about because it is still a thing. And years ago, we were told that. And some things just haven't changed, I guess. And I don't really understand why, but it's still out there. And people think that they're going to get bulky. And I'm like, can we just focus on being strong? So yeah, it is still a thing. Yeah. I don't understand it. If you are not challenging your body enough to change, you're never going to change. So I remember years ago, I used to teach a group exercise class. And, you know, you have a plethora of like little like aerobics style dumbbells, you know, around. And I would be like, you know, coming in as kind of the outsider, I preached we should be lifting heavy. And how many women still thought, oh no, I lift because I go grab my 3-pound dumbbells for this aerobics class. And I'm like, that's not lifting. That is not lifting. Your purse weighs more than that. Like literally, purses literally do. What do you do when you've got your suitcase? Do you ever travel? What if you have a duffel bag? Oh, what's your bag of groceries? Right? So they would have like all these dumbbells and then be like 3, 5, 8. And it's like, oh, I'm lifting weights. And I'm like, that does not count. But it is just, we are wired. We've been told as a society, and that some of it, I don't know if it stems from like being told that we should take up small space, like skinnier is better and we need to be small. But at this point, like you're just ignoring the facts if you still believe that. And so the reality of it is getting stronger, building muscles. You actually can get smaller when your body composition changes. So yeah, I don't understand it, but it's still a thing. And I wish it would die. Yeah. I really do wish that one would die. And I wish that women would have confidence to know that they should challenge themselves. It's okay to get stronger. And honestly, it's okay to take up space in the world because you have every right to be where you're at and be big, be strong, be bold, take up your space. So there we go. How did I do on the first one?
23 seconds left.
I do. Okay. We'll see. What else Wait a second. What else could I say? So if you're listening and you still believe that, it's time to close that chapter because it is a crock of nonsense.
You can say shit.
Shit. It's a crock of shit. It's not true.
All right.
Oh. So, okay. There we go.
Time. All right.
Next up.
That was good.
Was that good?
That was a good old fashioned. I felt like I was in trouble. I felt like I did something wrong. So I think that's kind of the vibe I'm going for.
All right. So I did it.
I feel like I should apologize.
But you've gotten better. You've increased.
You just made me feel like it, that is my fault. That's what I love about you.
It was your fault.
Your passion. And I was like, shit.
It's like, oh, I'm a little scared.
You're right.
Is that why I'm scary?
Right. All right.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay.
The phrase "earn your food." Thoughts?
Oh my gosh. I mean, this kind of falls in the same bucket of like the clean eating though, and cheating and stuff. Like it creates this cycle of yo-yo dieting, and that you have to like, I don't know, that you don't deserve to eat almost or something. And that, you know, if you're doing something, then you have to punish yourself by like outworking it. And I get it. I mean, it's a whole energy balance thing. There's no doubt about that. That's been proven. It's very true. The different ratios and what you choose to eat definitely affects your overall body composition. But that is just a very dangerous, almost even like disordered eating approach. Like it really, it's an unhealthy relationship with nutrition. Food is what your body needs to function and to operate. And it's not just how you move and or perform, like, you know, athletically or whatever, but it's your brain function. It's how well you can think at your job. It's how present you can be there for your family. And it's also, you know, you're not creating situations where you're hangry all the time, for example, and like stress levels, and that you're short with, say, situations that happen with your kids or spouse or whatever. So yeah, I do not like that one, obviously, either, because you don't have to earn your food. Your body needs the food. Maybe do you have some opportunity to make smarter choices? Probably. We all do. Right. But at the same time, like, there should not be any guilt ever about what you choose to eat. Just own it and realize that the next meal is a perfect time that you can start over. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You have to wait till Monday. You don't have to keep pushing it off, but every meal can matter. And once you've had a meal, there's really nothing you can do about it anymore either. Right. So as long as you just be like, oh, well, that's done. Yeah. And actually I did. So was it in Finding Nemo? They talk about like Dory, you know, she's just short circuited, right? Like she doesn't have any short-term memory, right? Okay. So with that, we're going to take just a quick little ad break. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Nacho Fit Coach. Hey, it's Sarah. My book, Healthy Habits Challenge, is now available for purchase in hardcover. Go to Amazon.com, search Healthy Habits Challenge, and purchase your copy today.
Hey y'all, thanks for listening. This is show producer, Audio Allen. While the girls are taking a break, like, follow, and subscribe. And stick around, we'll be right back.
Okay, we're back.
And then you'll hear people say like, well, just be a goldfish. You know, their memory resets every 5 minutes, which actually I finally did do a little bit of research on it. And that's not technically true. No. But you should have a short-term memory from a standpoint of like, once your meal's over and gone, forget about it. Yeah. Just reset and make a different choice, maybe the next meal. Or guess what? If you have a bad day and you need to spiral a little bit, fine. Yeah. Okay. So what? Right? Figure it out and just try to start over the next meal. So yeah, you do not have to earn your food. Your body needs your food to operate, and just own it.
It's time.
Take it from there. Oh,
I didn't want to interrupt you, but also then it's like, so yeah, it's like the whole, like, if, you know, you eat so many calories and then it's amazing. I think people underestimate. You can't just go run off. Like,
well, that's a common thing too, is people will overestimate the amount of calories they burn through activity. Right. And so if you're really trying to go down that path, like focus on the quality of what you're eating, prioritizing protein, maybe minimizing a few other things. Because if you really try to go down that path of feeling like, okay, well, I ate, you know, this 260 calorie Snickers bar. Now I got to go run 2.6 miles because on average, it's 100 calories a mile. Yeah, on average for like most people. Yeah. It still doesn't mean that's exactly what you're going to burn when you go out and do that mile. Yeah. Right. And so actually that's another interesting thing when people will say on average you burn 100 calories a mile. If you run, say, a 6-minute mile, you are average burning 100 calories because your intensity is really super high. Right. Versus if you're walking it for 20 minutes and you still go a mile, on average, it's said that you still probably are burning 100 calories, but now it's 6 minutes versus 20 minutes. Okay. So you just kind of like got to pick it, but and it's a generalization and it's not accurate. I mean, unless you're wearing, it's like a heart rate monitor that's got in your height and weight and your body composition and really kind of understands like all of how you're built. You're just guessing.
Okay, you're cut off.
Okay. We were past the 3 minutes, weren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 3, why does everyone think being sore means the workout worked? Go.
I think because most of us that are now, we first started lifting in the 90s, and that's what people told us in the 90s. Like, if you're not sore, it wasn't a workout. Like that you should constantly be sore in it. But until this point now, like we've also had a lot more research that's come out since the 90s because back then it was athletics, performance, and bodybuilding for the most part were people that did intense strength training, right? So how does it actually like benefit the general population. Well, those studies now have come out then over the last 10 or 15 years. I mean, probably not quite to 20 yet, but you know, we're starting to get more information out there about just general life, right? And so, yeah, I kind of forgot what the question was. What was it again? I was like, wait a second.
Being sore means
being sore. So that's what it maybe used to be. That's what we were told. And at the time, that could have been what we thought. But it is now something where the better way to look at it is, what is, say, my total amount of pounds lifted that I've put stress on my body over a period of time, right? So, okay, I did these 100 pounds for 5 reps. So you say, okay, I've lifted a total of 500 pounds. If you're sore, so let's say you do single body part splits, and on Mondays you just do biceps, Tuesdays you do quads, Wednesdays you do, and you try to really break it up like old bodybuilder style is. If you blast out 40 minutes of just working on your biceps, those are going to get pretty sore.
Yeah.
Enough sore that you probably aren't really going to actually feel like they're fresh to lift again until like the following Monday. So you've got this short window of time where you've stressed out that muscle, but then like soreness has happened and it's not worth it.
Right.
You have a better chance of increasing your total volume that you've stressed on that muscle if you just kind of do like a little bit 3 times a week, right? Because then your total volume lifted is going to be significantly higher, which means the stress on that muscle is going to be better. The micro tears are going to be fully rusted, and that you can tear it down again. So now the better rule of thumb is you would rather train more consistently than train so hard that you're sore and that you have to skip a workout. Because you're better off getting that extra workout in than just running yourself into the ground. So I don't know. But being sore is not, it's an old thing. Don't say it anymore. It really actually has nothing to do with you actually making progress towards your goals. So
it's also fine if you are sore.
It is. And sometimes you will be sore. Like if you go to do a new thing, or if you start doing like weighted or like loaded holds or things like that, like it's still okay to be sore, but you don't have to be sore for progress to be made.
Okay. Time.
Just cut me off. Okay.
All right.
Next one.
What's
up
next?
next?
Come up with some more. What are we at? Are we at 21 minutes?
Oh yeah.
If we talked about the Eagles for a little bit.
Yeah, we talk. You know, we keep just trying to do the tip.
Just the tip.
And then the tips start becoming back to our like 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes at the beginning.
We really need to control ourselves.
Do we though? I mean,
I don't know.
They're kind of entertaining.
Kind of.
Depends. The Eagles was very educational.
It was. We learned. It's a convocation. I don't think we fully understood what that meant because I don't think Eagles travel in packs.
Right. I don't know.
Number 4. Make sure I got my timer. Rest days are lazy or...
No. Rest days are part of your workout. Oh my gosh. Listen. Oh, yeah. So rest days are part of the process. You have to work them in. And so it is and there's different ways you can do it. Like I just prefer to just get full nights of sleep and, you know, start with having a day off maybe in the middle and just see how it goes from there. But that definitely gets underestimated by a lot of different groups of people, kids, students, student athletes, college kids, and adults. Rest is 100% part of the process. If your body does not have time to recover fully and get that rest, it's not actually going to rebuild in the same way. And so then if you're not giving it that time to rebuild and process, then chances are you're kind of overstressing it. When we start overstressing it, then we're going to have higher levels of cortisol in our system. And then that's just not a good situation either because stress does crazy things to our body. And recovery, like proper rest and recovery, is a really great strategy to make sure you're keeping your cortisol levels like even and out. So yeah, it's not about go. And honestly, I mean, the older you get, the more responsibilities you have, different things that we have to rest about, then you've got to be able to take that part of the process.
Yeah.
So that you can rebuild. And was that it?
No.
2 minutes, but that one was kind of a short one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we still are there. We keep trying to run ourselves in the ground. And I don't know if this is like a millennial, like Gen X thing that we just feel like we can't rest. And we've always got to be busy.
Go.
Now, during the day, I like to be pretty go, but I try to get 8 or 9 hours of sleep at night. But there's a lot of people I know that it's like 5 or 6 hours. And I'm like, that's gonna come back to bite you really super quick. Like you've got to find how you can work rest and recovery into your system. So, and people don't have time for working out 6 days a week. The busier you get. Yeah. So maybe work out less and rest more, and you might be surprised how much better you feel. Okay. Does that work? Yep. Okay. That one was a little early.
It was a little early. That's okay.
We got to reset the timer.
But also rest days don't have to be, it's not, that doesn't mean laying in bed all day.
No. It just means like maybe you don't.
My rest days in between like strength training is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah. My Tuesday, Thursdays are still my treadmill.
Well, and I was going to say rest days can also be like mobility work or hip work or flexibility work or like yoga. I mean, something that you enjoy that's not, I feel like a rest day is a non-strength training day. Right. Not necessarily like I am a bump on a log and just like
rotting in bed, which is fine to do every once in a while too.
You know, if you need that random Saturday to kind of just catch up, then okay, sure. But
I like those days.
Yeah, they're not bad. I don't get those very often anymore though.
Okay, hold on. Let me look through this because I feel like that one's redundant.
Okay. So are we only going to have 5 then instead of 6?
Well, I guess
we could just skip it.
I would like to do one more.
Okay. We'll choose the best of the last to choose from. So did you have one, or are you trying to come up with a new one now? Did I already answer them?
I feel like they're getting a little bit like,
like
asking the same question.
I mean, I kind of go.
Okay. You kind of touched on this earlier, but let's just go back into it. Okay. Last one. Why do people think eating clean automatically means they're eating enough or eating well?
Ooh, actually, you know what? By definition, I feel like when people say they're eating clean, it is perfect to a plan that's been written. That's probably mostly whole foods based, right? So you're cutting out the processed stuff. Whatever else. And if you're truly eating whole foods, it's actually like really hard to hit calorie targets. You know what I mean? Like when you have a chicken breast that's 4 ounces on the scale, 25 grams of protein, like the size of your hand. Yeah. It's only 120 calories versus say a half of a Snickers bar is probably, like that's a different volume of food. And so it can be really challenging that if you are eating clean, I feel like what usually happens is people are under consuming calories then. Like if you're feeling like you're making all the right choices, and you know what, your body's actually really smart. And I mean, I don't remember which episode it was, but we talked about the study that Dr. Susan Kleiner talked about with at any given moment, if your caloric deficit is more than 400 to 500 calories, how things kind of start to slow down a little bit. And everyone's body's different. You're all different stages of your journey. And that was specific to Olympic gymnasts. But I still do think that it kind of comes into play for most people is if you are consistently in a caloric deficit day after day after day, your body knows it, and it's not going to thrive because it doesn't have the energy it needs to go get stronger and rebuild and whatnot. So I think that eating clean, we can kind of scrap that word because then you start to feel like there's good and bad foods. And the reality of it is that's when people will crash and yo-yo and binge and everything in between. But if we can look at it as, okay, I'm prioritizing protein for every meal and about this much, filling up on that first. And then it's honestly, fruits and vegetables, filling up on that then next. You can have a whole plate full of food and go to town, right? And then I think handfuls of nuts are actually a really great way to get your calories in without taking up a bunch of stomach space because fats add up really quick for calories. Yeah. But not be afraid to eat your fats because I think that's another fear of people sometimes too is fats. Because fats are going to make you fat. No, they're not. They support your hormones.
Something else.
Right. That would actually be much easier. That's true. Why are we using the same word here, people? Yeah. It's very confusing.
It's a naughty word.
It is a naughty word, apparently, because people do not like talking about it. They think it's going to make them fat. But yes, the whole clean eating thing is definitely a challenge.
Okay, time.
But eat your calories, people. Your body needs it. Yeah. Eat your food. But it all depends on your goals. I'm not here to tell you that your goal is different, whatever. But anyways,
that's it. That was good.
Was that fun?
I like a good soapbox, Sara.
All right. Yeah, well, I try to kind of keep it reined in sometimes. I like the 3-minute timer. That way I don't get going down too far.
I love how you have the ability to like get a timer set and you can just go. I'm like, I mean, I could tell you're scrambling a little. Like I just have to keep going, but I could not.
Right.
You just keep barfing out words. Even if it doesn't sometimes make sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I'm thinking and processing, still talking. But that's okay. It would definitely be a lot more like, put together.
Sure.
If I had the questions in advance. Yeah. But that's not near as fun.
No. You don't like that.
So I definitely feel like I had some like eye rolling and some like hair pulling out like as you were reading. I was like, okay, let's talk about it. But
that was good.
That was good. That was a good time. So good episode.
All right.
Way to go, Caleigh. Good job.
Thanks. Good job to you.
Oh, thanks.
As well.
I know. No, I'm kidding. All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to head over to our Instagram at Nacho Fitness Coach and let us know how you feel about the topic. Do you love it or hate it?
Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening. And if you like our podcast, leave us a rating. See you next time.
You've been listening to Euphony Innovatives Sonified.